Hi, I'm Tia Cristy, and today we are doing a journey to TEDx Wilmington. This is like a little new segment that we're going to do because in Wilmington we have one of the biggest TEDx days out there. I mean, it's an all-day event, and this year it is happening on April 29th, and we wanted to see how people's journeys are going to get onto that TEDx stage, that red circle. It's a big deal, right? And today I am speaking with Mr. Jim Lomot, dear friend of mine. I am so proud of you. I am so happy that you are joining this TEDx alumni. It's incredible. So, Jim,
Well, thank you.
before we get into questions,
Sure.
tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Oh boy. Well, where do I start? I grew up on Long Island and worked on Wall Street for about 20 years, but currently, Tia, I am the founder and chief elevation officer of Trinity Growth Solutions. That is my you know, as far as I feel like my purpose now in life, but you know, a little bit about myself. I had my ladder up against the wrong wall for many years, and what I'll be hitting on and hopefully expanding upon in my TED talk here is just my journey going from more of a shortage mindset to a surplus mindset, and what it took to get there, going from corporate to now entrepreneur. So a little bit about me is kind of like corporate dropout, currently entrepreneur.
Nice. All right. Well, you answered pretty much my first question because what is the people want to know what's the idea that you're sharing with them? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the big idea that I feel I wanted to bring to the world was really one of giving people hope. In terms of amidst change in life. Many. I think I'm not alone. Many people, I think, have 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 experienced maybe significant loss, doing something for a really long time, and then trying to realize one day they wake up and go, "Who am I?" And what I want to do is share an idea of a simple process that anyone that's maybe going through that can apply to their life. Give them that hope that they too can overcome any challenge. Because I don't think I'm alone in that department.
I don't think you're alone at all. And I love how you said putting your ladder up against the wrong wall. That's beautifully said because I think a lot of people do wake up and say, how did I get here? What am I doing? And to be able to get up on that stage and talk to people about that and give them guidance and vulnerability and all the wonderful things that do happen up on a TEDx stage, it's going to be an awesome talk.
I'm
So
looking
I,
forward
I
to it.
also yeah, I want to know, um, obviously, I think you've expressed why it's important to you, but why is it important to share it with everybody?
Yeah, sure. I think it's really important to me because I think now more than ever we live in a world where many people wear, I think, many masks, particularly with social media and the rise of the 24-hour news cycle constantly being bombarded. I wore a few masks for many years, and I want, it's important for me to put that out into the world to say it's okay to remove those masks and hopefully inspire people to live the life that they were created for, because I don't believe that they can while they're wearing those masks.
That's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, people call it many hats, people call it masks. I agree with you. And I think that as a society we're taught, we have to have that strong front and we get so comfortable wearing those masks, but it's exhausting. So I love that you're bringing that to light because that's the only way to change it.
Sure.
And yeah. So, all right. Topic aside, how are you preparing for this? Because there's a high tension going on to the TEDx stage, right?
You know what? I think if we allow that, I think that this is the part of the mindset game of life, where I'm not saying there's not a part of me that goes, wow, do I even belong here? Are you kidding me? I've never done this before. Then there's this other part of me, in preparation. It's and I was very fortunate, as part of, our mutual friend and, the creator of TEDx Wilmington, Dr. Dan Young, and his course. I remember him saying, you know, when we were talking about preparation, just tell your story. Like, your story. Other people don't know your story. So the preparation it's my story. But that said, some of the things that he taught in his cohort, with watching other TED videos and connecting with other people that maybe, can offer something, on my topic. And also, I have this little thing that I'm doing, because one of my power words is pivoting with purpose. Okay, you'll hear me say that, pivot with purpose. And I like to put these little short blurbs, videos out, a little bit of, just to make people think about maybe how they can pivot with purpose. And at the same time, it kind of just puts my kind of voice out there. So that's one of the little, preparations that I'm doing.
I love that. Yes, and I've seen your videos and they're very inspiring because pivot is that's key. That's key to life and success in any caliber of life because you have to be malleable and pivot and move because change is constant.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what type of person are you looking for to be impacted the most by this talk?
Sure. I think, first and foremost, probably someone that's maybe been down the road a little bit and has been, maybe doing something for a really long time. And all of a sudden now, maybe it's a relationship that ended. Maybe it's a job that's ended. Something that, maybe created a change that was unexpected in life. And they feel a little bit out of sorts. And, so I think it's probably someone a little bit further on down the road. But anyone who's experienced any kind of major loss, of identity, and I wanted to give them a simple, I'm a simple guy, but simple but powerful way to say, if I can do it and I can overcome with this change, so can you. I wanted to give that hope with a little bit of a blueprint, a simple blueprint that anyone can apply. They don't have to have any special schooling or anything. It's really about anyone making a change if they want to the life that they were created to live.
That's beautiful. Yeah, because I feel like identity crisis doesn't discriminate, it can happen at any time to anyone. And
Absolutely.
it has been proven that us as humans, we have these changes that come on every so many years anyway. So yeah, I love that. And pivot with purpose. That's what you're telling them. I love that.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And so we know now who you want to impact, but what do you really want this talk to impact in the world?
Okay. I think, first and foremost, I wanted to have. I think we are created. We all want to make a massive impact, but you know what? And I want to make a massive impact with the message that, in a world where I think being real, um, is often, you know is often looked at in maybe a negative light, where we're just trying to be like everybody else. I want an impact. I'd like to have an impact where, again, people can say, you know what, this is what I was born to be and to do, and I'm going to be proud of that, regardless of the circumstances that maybe I went through in my life, right? It's so often, you probably have heard this too. It's not, we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. So my whole, the massive impact I want here is to give people, again, that hope that anyone, okay, can follow this simple process and create a massively successful life. But ultimately, what does that mean? I think it's when your inside aligns with your outside. That's where I think real success lies.
That was wonderful. I agree. That is beautiful because I think that you're right. People think that they have to, people talk about conformity and, all this stuff and it's terrible. But then they're doing that and they're not being their true authentic selves. And you're saying that's how you want it to be impacted. And I love that. Um, a friend of ours said once, it's more important to be significant than successful. And that took a while to really filter through exactly what that meant, because it's simple. It's a simple phrase, but it's very deep.
And what you'll come to hear, I think, and also in my talk, is what you just kind of alluded to with significance. It's the lives that we surround ourselves with, making an impact and intentionally surrounding ourselves with those people, but providing value to them, right? Providing value to others, but creating those relationships that, I call it my secret sauce. I won't say anything more about it, but ultimately, I think at the end of the day, it's that significance comes when we really feel like we're adding value and connecting with people, particularly those closest, I think, to us.
That's wonderful. That. So what is one final question, I guess.
Yeah.
What is your biggest excitement about coming to Delaware's Wilmington TEDx?
Oh gosh, probably so many things, but ultimately, it's just knowing that there are going to be so many, incredible individuals taking that stage. I humbly say with confidence, I'll probably be one of the least accomplished in certain ways, but at the same time, I think our journeys, right, are, we again, we tend to rank significance based on money, achievements, and things like that. When in reality, each of us has something to bring to the table to make this world a better place. So the thing I'm most excited about is that collection of people being all in one place and where I get an opportunity to learn from them. That's what I think I'm most excited about.
Great answer. Yes, great answer. And as an alumni myself, I have to tell you, every single person feels that way. Like you get up on that stage and you're like, well, what did I do to get here?
Yeah.
Because everybody's extraordinary, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful event to be able to share a stage with so many brilliant minds. So, Jim, you're gonna knock it out of the park. I am so excited for you, and I really, truly cannot wait to see you in Wilmington on April 29th. It's going to be a fantastic day.
Yeah.
People can get their tickets. So make sure that people visit Wilmington or TEDx Wilmington and make sure you come and see Jim because he's got a lot to say and it's all good stuff. So thank you, my friend, for being
Oh,
here
you're
today.
welcome. It's
All
so
right.
I can't wait to give you a big hug. So I'll look forward to seeing you then as well, Tia.
Thank you. And I'm gonna put some information, Jim. I'll put some links down in the bottom section so people can click on it. And also, as Jim was talking, we do these things to help people prepare for speaking. So I'll have a link in there for the voice presentation class and Dr. Dan's class as well, because we gotta get those brilliant minds up on that stage. It's fantastic.
And you do an awesome job helping prepare them. So thank you so much for today. I can't thank you enough for all that you do and bring to
Thank
the
you.
world.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a good day, my friend.
All right, see you later.